came to New York 5 weeks ago. I stayed at the YMCA on 62nd Street.
Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't save.
Mourners began gathering here soon after the news of Lennon's death, and there are easily now 1,000 mourners who come to pay tribute to him. At the beginning, it was a very solemn vigil. Many held candles.
There were up to 1,000 admirers at one time. Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono, at one time sent a message down asking the mourners to disperse, and most of them did, but they are starting to return again, playing the familiar songs that are so connected with John Lennon, and some also for the Beatles as a group. The feeling is a tremendous loss, and these people feel it very personally. The profound loss to the music world is yet to be accounted for.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Move it. Give me the vest. Hold him up right here. Get the vest on him.
Take your glasses off. Put your hands up.
I'm not gonna have Jack Ruby kill you in my station house. You understand? Come on, secure that. All right, listen up, guys. We got the man who shot John Lennon here. I don't want any Oswalds. You got it?
Give me a coat. I want a coat.
Let's get him a coat. No fuck-ups. You understand me? You ready? Move. The door. Move it up. All right, let's go. Jesus. Get them the fuck out. Let's go.
I remember from the darkness inside the coat, a tremendous tumult occurring as we walked from one door to another door. I looked down, and the ground was lit up by white light. It was almost like I was walking on just one giant pulsating beam of light under my feet.
Jesus Christ! Cully, get on the door. Relax. So, why'd you do it?
I like John Lennon.
So do I.
Boss, it's clear. Let's go.
Cully, let's go.
I was Mr. Nobody till I killed the biggest somebody on earth.
Outside the courtroom were many Lennon fans. Security measures were strict when they filed in, as there have been many threats against Chapman's life since the murder.
I was nothing, and I was a big shot. This was the hottest thing in the city at the time.
25-year-old Mark David Chapman of Hawaii was described as having a smirk on his face. Police, calling him a wacko, charged him with murder. John's wife, Yoko Ono, issued a statement to the weeping crowd of 500 who gathered quickly outside the co-op. She said John loved and prayed for the human race. Please do the same for him. John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote more hit songs than any composers in modern history, and are generally considered to have been the spirit behind many of the social changes of the 60s and 70s.
Hey, get back down there. All I care about is getting you out of here before someone kills you. You understand? At the arena, Mark David Chapman was charged with second-degree murder, the most serious charge in New York State for killing a non-law officer. He was then taken here to Bellevue Hospital for psychiatric examination.
Everywhere he goes, Chapman is forced to wear 2 bulletproof jackets. The threat of a lynching is almost too much for police.
They fear that fans might decide to storm the hospital.
Cockroaches, and I remember filth, and I remember a smell, and I remember loud disco music, and I remember just a terrible feeling of something like a Fellini film.
Who of course knew his music so well, and music critic Robert